Hello and welcome to this unboxing and initial impressions of the new Warhammer Legends books. It's a complete surprise to me. I don't know what is going to be in here. I think these are the next two books. Check my bank account. I noticed that £20 came out from Hatchet Partworks like yesterday or today, and I did wonder why, because I hadn't received any other books, and I think this is the reason. So let's have a look. I can't remember whether last time they took the money out first. I don't think they did, because I got an invoice in with the package. Let's get that out straight away. And what we have here are the two books. So we've got Horus Rising, which is issue 5, and Crossfire. I've read Horus Rising, read that, must have been, I was a little bit late into the series for the Horus Heresy series, but I read Horus Rising, I think 2008, so 8 years ago. So this is it. So this is issue 5, and they've done the same thing again, which they always do now. They have different numbers in the collection, which is, I think it would have been a lot cooler if they just had, you know, issue 1, 2, 3 and so on, because then you see the collection build up. I don't know whether that's a ploy to keep you subscribed. So I mean, so far this has cost me, I think it's about 30 quid so far for about 6 hardback books, which isn't too bad, but I think if it's intentional, it's really sort of underhand, because I'd much rather have, you know, issue 1, 2, 3 and so on, so you can see the picture develop as you build your collection. Because for instance, I've managed to get all these copies quite easily, but for some people, you know, some copies might get lost in the post. You just can't foresee that eventuality, and for those that have to go through the heartache of ordering those copies or informing Hatchet Partworks that they've didn't receive them, you know, they've got that collection that is just part finished. But anyway, I do ramble on. Let's open this and have a good look. I wanted to give you this video as soon as I got these. I literally just got them today, and I wanted to make a video for you straight away too. I'll just open this one too. If you've been checking on the channel, my latest video, I explained about the Forge World price increase that's just hit. I don't know whether it makes good business sense for Forge World to announce that too. If I had a business, I'd certainly announce it. Don't leave anybody out in the dark. But I can see why that might be a bad thing to announce that too. But they were very vocal about the free shipping and things like that. They increased their prices, and I've done the video of that. And I also talk about sort of new social media platforms for this channel, such as my Patreon and my Instagram, Twitter. I've put a couple of new things up on there as well, and I'll be adding sort of like little bits and things. A lot of the time I'll be posting questions on Twitter and news updates, things like that. Instagram, if I see a good picture I might put it on there, but more or less Instagram is going to be pictures of my models, bikes. Like I say, if you really like motorbikes, I'll be posting loads of pictures and stuff on there before the videos are released for the Motorcycle Live Show. Anyway, I do rabble on. Let's have a look at this. So it's standard sort of size, but this book is 335 pages, and again there's a load of spare pages at the back. I'm not sure, I mean, could be a sort of cool secret place to put secret notes maybe, especially when you've got the whole collection. There might be one book in particular that reflects that secret, and you could write it in there. Oh great, now everybody knows that. But there we go. So it's your usual format, and you've got these lovely full colour art prints and the timeline all in there, and so on. That just looks really cool, that one, with the massive sort of bayonet on the bolt gun. There they are. I'm guessing that's I mean, that says Eye of Terror, which is obviously the book, but I'm guessing that's the Ullanor campaign. But there we go. I mean, that says Space Marine Veteran. Looks similar to a Custodian. And there you go. So you get these art parts in the middle of the book, which is, I always question it, why it isn't at the back of the book, but there we go. So that's Horus Rising. Dan Abnett, absolute legend, one of my favourite writers for Warhammer. I loved Ravener and Eisenhorn, and obviously Gaunt's Ghosts, and I think he did Titanicus. So yeah, one of my favourites. Matthew Farah, I don't think I've heard of him before, and this is the book Crossfire. Looks like it's a newly assigned Arbeits officer, Shira Calpurnia. Looks sort of like a power baton or something like that, doesn't it? Don't know what that weapon is though. Looks like some kind of Volkite weapon or hand flamer. Well, obviously we'll find out in the book, won't we? But again, this book is going to be slightly less. It's 330 pages, I suppose. So it's slightly less than Horus Rising, but Horus Rising is pretty epic anyway. There you go, full colour picture. That looks like a Volkite weapon, surely. I love the knuckle guard as well on that melee weapon. It might even be that, Keepers of Judgment. That looks lovely, I mean, sure. Incredible. There you go. Some more Arbiters and Marshals. Chastener. Wow, I like that. Look at that dog. That's awesome. Got added sound effects this evening too. Enforcer and Cyber Mastiff, that's what they're called. And so on. So that is both of the books. Looking good, can't wait to crack these open, start reading. The spine art, I mean, that sort of looks like Abaddon, which sort of makes sense. Horus Rising, little Horus probably be in there, and Abaddon probably be in there. Then again, it's been 8 years since I read it, so and there's the Arbite officer. So I like how the pictures of them are giving you a little bit of a teaser of what's in the book. I think that's going to be really cool. I'm guessing that Abaddon is going to be part of the Horus Heresy books, but we'll see. So there you go. That is both of the books from the Hatchet Partworks. If you have enjoyed this video, please do comment, rate and subscribe. Thanks for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.